Before I started working with Master Your Message, I had just started to grow a group practice from my private practice. And so I had a website that I had built myself. It was pretty rudimentary, pretty basic. And I had some business coaching that made it really clear to me that I needed to have a professional website, that this was sort of step number one, is to have something that converts so that I'm not sending traffic to a leaky bucket. So that's where I was before I found Master Your Message. Frustrations with my website were one that I'm not super tech savvy. Every single time I went to do anything, it was frustrating. I also didn't know what to say. And so I was constantly Googling, what do I need to do in order to have a website that people want to read? But it was just confusing. I didn't like the interface that I was using. I had to ask my husband, who is a programmer, for help with everything, and he got really tired of being my go-to as well. I also didn't have any branding. I didn't really realize that a website was a marketing tool. I just thought it was a place for people to land to learn more about me and hear about what I had to offer. I didn't know what I didn't know at that time. I knew that I needed somebody to create this for me because I had too many balls in the air. Starting the practice was really involved. There was a lot of things for me to learn all at once. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get a website together that met my needs in a timely manner. And I knew that that was step one. So I just knew that investing and having somebody else do it for me who could do it really well was the right move. I think I was hoping to achieve something that felt like me, that it was my words, but someone was helping me pull it all together. I wanted clients to really feel seen in the words that I chose. The words were really important to me. But of course, I wanted something that was pretty and that people were drawn to as well, and that just looked nice and put together and was really well organized and easy to navigate. Working with Master Your Message was so easy. Honestly, it was one of the best things that I did early in this business journey because so much of it was hands off. They gave me lots of questionnaires and things to help me just kind of get the ball rolling with what I wanted and what I needed, and clarifying my values and what was important to me in lots of different areas, trying to understand my voice a little bit. And so it was really easy. It was just, they asked a question, I gave an answer, and then they took all of that information and created a website with it. So you don't really need to know where you're going to start. You just need to open the document and put the time into thoughtful responses. I think I had a hard time envisioning, like, what were the colors? What is the brand? What is the vibe that we're going for? And I was surprised at how easily they were able to pull that out of me, just in asking different questions, providing feedback to me, giving me things to look at. What do you like, this or this? Who even thought you had to decide serif or sans serif in terms of your text? But these types of things, that's what they're there for, to kind of guide you through the process. What surprised me most about working with Master Your Message was just how easy it was. I really did think that there was going to be more work involved for me, and how quick it was. I mean, I put so much time and energy and so many late nights into building my own website. To see theirs come together as quickly as it did was really surprising. What stood out and what really exceeded my expectations was how deeply this team understands human psychology and marketing, and what people need to see on a website in order to build trust with you. I think most of us therapists have it sort of backwards, that we think clients want to know about our experience and our training and the modalities that we do. And so we're loading up our websites with all of this technical stuff to try and help show, I know what I'm doing. Look, you can trust me. And I think, what really exceeded my expectations was how Master Your Message kind of turned that around to help me understand how to really connect with people, which is ironic because building rapport and connecting is part of the job of a therapist, but you just do that differently on a website. And so I just think the way that they sort of use the sort of steps of like problem, solution, result was something that I thought was just so clever. And it really has built a website that we get a lot of compliments on. I love my website. I think it converts really well. We get tons of positive feedback from our clients and from other providers who look at our website and ask us where we had it done, or did you do it yourself? The aesthetic of the whole thing and the way that it's put together, it's just really easy to navigate. It's beautiful. They encouraged me to kind of do something that a lot of people don't on their websites, which is use graphics or animated images versus only photos. And I think there was some resistance to that initially, but I think it sets my website apart because most people still do choose to use beautiful photos, and there's nothing wrong with that. It looks wonderful. And of course, we know they convert, but I do think that it helps to set my brand apart a little bit. The website provides a lot of credibility. So even in the first months of practice, when you kind of feel a bit like an imposter with a new group practice, people would see the website and assume that we've been around for a long time. It looks established, it looks professional. That holds true today. Having a professional website also gives me confidence and helps it to feel real, that this is a business, that this isn't just a side thing that I do. So yeah, the credibility is something that really comes from having that really professional website. The website itself has also been something we've played with over the years. As the market shifts, we switch up the call to action buttons, we switch up the contact forms, and having conversations with Master Your Message with the team about what they're seeing across the board in the practices they support and the websites they've built, what's converting right now, and how do we kind of update this and tweak that. And so there's always things to kind of shift as the world shifts and as the way people are accessing therapy shifts. So that's been really, really great too. If I could go back, I think I would say, good job. You picked a great company to work with. I feel like I got that right, and that set the stage for a lot of things to go right in my business as well. I think if I had not moved forward, I would have been trying to take my current website and edit it. And I just don't think that I would have had the success that I'm having now. I think that you really do need that to be a strong anchor. I didn't know enough about marketing. Just talking about yourself and being warm and welcoming is not what actually gets people to click to book with you. And so I don't think I would have learned any of that. And I don't think that I would have had a cohesive brand without their help. None of that would have really been pulled together in the same way. And it would have taken me months, and I probably would have come back to the drawing board and hired them later. If you're considering working with Master Your Message, then just do it. They are fantastic. You won't have regrets. I have seen many therapists' websites who've worked with them, and they're all fabulous.